Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I have brought the very common topic yet the most important topic in English Game Changer series, that is direct and indirect speech. We will understand it through concept clarity. Okay, let's understand. In English, a statement can be written in two different ways. Okay, when we report the exact words of the speaker, it is called as direct speech. Okay, for example, I said to him, I will put my exact words, you are a good boy, within inverted commas. Now this is known as direct speech. The words of the speaker are put within inverted commas. And when the words of a speaker are reported in one's own words with some modification, it is called as indirect speech. Okay? It is known as indirect speech. Always remember that in direct speech, always the words will be within inverted commas and the exact words of the speaker will be quoted. And in indirect speech, the words of a speaker are reported in one's own words with some modification. It is called as indirect speech. For example, I told him that he was a good boy. So can you see, the said went to be told. I told him that he was a good boy. Okay, now there are certain points to remember in direct and indirect speech. That is, the verb outside the inverted comma is called the reporting verb. And if the reporting verb is in present tense, there will be no change in the tenses of the reported speech. If the reporting verb is in present tense, there will be no change in the tense of the reported speech. If the reporting verb is in past tense, okay, which is outside the inverted commas, okay, reporting verb is that verb which is outside the inverted commas. Always remember it. If the reporting verb is in past tense, the tense in the reported speech will be changed as follows. Simple present to will be simple past. For example, he said to me, I never eat sweets. It is within inverted commas. He told me that he never ate sweets. He told me that he never ate sweets. So simple present verb will be to simple past. Okay, the tense in the reported speech will be changed as follows if the reporting verb is in past tense. Understood? Now, let's move on. When the speech will be from present continuous to past continuous. For example, they said to Rahim, within inverted commas, they are playing football. It will be converted to past continuous. This is present continuous here. They told Rahim that they were playing football. Okay, now when this will change, now we know if the reporting verb is in past tense, the tense in the reported speech will be changed. If the reporting verb is in present tense, there will be no change in the reported speech. Only when the reporting verb is in past tense, then only the speech will change. Okay, now here we have changed from present continuous to past continuous. They told Rahim that they were playing football. Now, when present perfect is converted to past perfect, for example, Meeta said, I have already cooked. I have already cooked. Meeta said that she had already cooked will be the indirect speech sentence. Next, if we convert from present perfect continuous to past perfect continuous, for example, Sonu said to me, I have been reading for an hour. I have been reading for an hour. Sonu told me that he had been reading for an hour will be the past perfect continuous. Next, if we convert from past indefinite to past perfect, okay, past indefinite to past perfect, she said to Ram, I went to Jaipur last week. I went to Jaipur last week. It will be converted to she told Ram that she had gone. That she had gone to Jaipur the previous week. Okay, now can you see that said is converted to told, last week is converted to previous week, yesterday will be converted to previous day. Okay, now let's understand more about direct and indirect speech. Now again, if we convert from past continuous to past perfect continuous, past continuous to past perfect continuous. Before we understood present continuous to past continuous. Now past continuous to past perfect continuous. She said to me, I was waiting for you. She told me that she had been waiting for me. Had been is the past perfect continuous. Okay. Next is when there is past perfect in the direct speech, there will be no change of tense. This is the most important point. Okay. When there is past perfect in the direct speech, there will be no change of tense. Past perfect continuous, there will be no change of tense. Here it was past continuous. That's why we have changed, converted into past perfect continuous. But when in the direct speech there will be past perfect continuous, there will be no change of the tense. Whenever there will be past perfect, there will be no change of the tense. Okay. Now pronouns used in the reported speech are changed. Pronouns are always changed in the reported speech. The points are first person according to the subject, second person according to the object, and third person no change. First person according to the subject, second person according to the object, and third person there is no change. Okay. Other important changes are, have you seen direct and indirect table I have bought? Okay. Now whenever there is in direct, here there will be in indirect speech there. Whenever mention of now, there will be mention of then. So from here converted to there, now converted to then. Okay. These are some important changes we should remember while we convert from direct to indirect. So when there is after, indirect, before, today, that day, yesterday, the previous day, these, those, this, to, that, last week will be the previous week, tomorrow will be the next day, next week will be the following week. Okay. Either hands, tense, come, go. Okay. Please remember this table. I have bought the whole table here. It is very important when we convert from direct to indirect. We have to check all these words in those direct speech sentences to be converted in these words. Okay, very important. Now, change inverted commas into the conjunction, connectors, that, if, whether, etc. Yes, I hope you know conjunction. There are various types of conjunction. That are subordinating conjunction, subordinating conjunction. Yes, that is although, after, etc. Okay, there are also coordinating conjunction, coordinating conjunction. Coordinating conjunction, where there is a very important acronym. There is a very important acronym regarding coordinating conjunction, that is fanboys. That is fanboys, where F is for, A is and, N is nor. Okay, B is but. O is or, Y is yet, and S is so. So fanboys, please remember fanboys acronym regarding the coordinating conjunction and regarding the subordinating conjunction, although, after, but, etc. But now the subordinating conjunction is used to link the dependent clause with the independent clause. Dependent clause to independent clause. It helps to link the dependent clause to independent clause. Okay, since the word conjunction has been mentioned here, that is why I have mentioned the whole concept of conjunction, the various types, how this conjunction actually works, their examples. This works as the connector to join both the sentences. The sentences can have two independent clauses. Whenever their sentence will have two independent clauses, it will be considered as a compound sentence. Please remember, and whenever two independent clauses are used, then these conjunctions are used. Coordinating conjunction, subordinating conjunction helps to link the dependent clause with the independent clause. Okay, so change inverted commas into the conjunctions connectors that, if, whether, etc. Okay, there are some changes in the reporting verb as well. Says will be says, say to will be tell, said will be said only, said to, tells, can will be could, will be would, shall will be should, may will be converted to might, has to, have to will be converted to had to, has to, have to will be converted to had to. Okay, these are some words of direct to indirect. The inverted commas will be converted to the conjunctions, the connectors. Also, the reporting verbs will be converted here. How they will be converted, in which words, I have mentioned here, so that you can read it and you can remember it. Okay, now let's understand some other changes according to the sentences. Number one is change of interrogative sentences. Now, how these interrogative sentences change, the first point is, if the reported speech starts with a helping verb and asks a question, there will be change inverted commas into if, whether in place of that. Now, change interrogative sentence into assertive sentence. Reporting verb said to is also changed into asked, interrogated, inquired, etc. For example, Rahul said to Mohit, can you come to the office now? Okay, it is an interrogative sentence. Rahul asked Mohit if he could come to the office then. Because now will be converted to then, we now know. Yes, can you come to the office? If is used. If he could come to the office then. Next point is, if the reported speech starts with a WH word, it means the question word. Replace inverted commas with that word. Do not use the connector that. For example, he said to his friend, why did he not eat the food? He asked his friend why he had not eaten the food will be the correct sentence conversion from direct to indirect. Okay, please remember these important points, the important changes. Clear? Next is changes of imperative sentences. Reporting verb said to is changed into ordered, requested, allowed, advised, suggested, etc. according to the meaning sense of the sentences. Now, what are imperative sentences? Where we command, where we issue command or issue request. Yes, generally in imperative sentences, subject is not mentioned, but there is an exception where subject will be specifically mentioned. Okay, now reporting verb said to is changed into ordered, requested, allowed, advised, suggested, etc. according to the meaning sense of the sentence. Next is change inverted commas into to. There will be no change in other part of the reported speech, or it will be changed according to the previous rules of the tense. For example, my father said to me, work hard for your exams. work hard for your exams. My father advised me to work hard for my exams. Okay, so the word advised is included when these are imperative sentences. Okay, now this part is imperative, work hard for your exams. Okay, so since we have seen that this part is imperative, so we will be using these kind of words: ordered, requested, allowed, advised, suggested, etc. Next is changes of optative sentences. Okay, reporting verb said to is changed into blessed, cursed, bade, wished, prayed, etc. according to the meaning or sense of the sentence. Change inverted commas into that. Here the inverted commas will be changed to to. Here it is that. Change optative sentence into assertive sentence. For example, let's understand. My grandfather said to me, may you live long. My grandfather blessed me that I might live long will be the correct conversion to indirect speech from the direct speech. Okay? Let's understand there is another point, very important point. Changes of exclamatory sentences. The reporting verb said to is changed into exclaimed with joy, sorrow, anger, surprised, applause, etc. according to the meaning or sense of the sentence. Change inverted commas into that. Here also it will be in that, also in optative sentences as well, where we'll be converting to assertive sentence. Change the reported speech into assertive sentence. Here also it is assertive sentence. Here also we were converting into assertive sentence. From optative to assertive, from exclamatory also it is assertive. So now we have understood all the changes of direct and indirect speech regarding the sentences, whether it is interrogative, whether it is imperative, whether it is optative, whether it is exclamatory. These words we have seen. The reporting verb changes, yes. About the speech from present to past, past perfect, there is no change. Simple present, simple past, yes. So all the concept of direct and indirect speech we have understood today with the whole concept with the specific examples. I hope you understood. See you in the next video. Till then, keep studying and keep working hard. Have a nice day ahead.